Watch Jim Jordan slam Paul Ryan over spending bill. Drops 5-word truth bomb by Dan Lindsay, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan recently slammed Rhino Paul Ryan over the new omnibus spending bill. All it took was 5 words for Jordan to drop a truth bomb on Ryan that he didn't want to hear. You don't want to miss this. According to Daily Caller, Representative Jim Jordan is furious over the spending bill Congress agreed to Wednesday, March 22, 2018, under the leadership of Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. To Jordan's point, many Democrats have come out in favor of the bill, and that's when you know there's something seriously wrong with it. Jordan is convinced that once the American people see what's in the bill, they will have a similar reaction as he did. In my opinion, Jordan is spot on with his assessment of the spending bill, and Congress should heed his warning and take it back to the drawing board. This new spending bill is irresponsible, and it funds many liberal initiatives that American patriots want nothing to do with. During an interview with Fox News on Thursday, Jordan slammed House leadership over what he calls the worst spending bill he may have ever seen during his time in Congress. The $1.3 trillion bill, which would keep the government completely funded through September, is a far cry from fiscal responsibility that Republicans claim to be all about, and this is why Jordan is raising the alarm. It's not even close to what we told the American people we were going to do, said Jordan. So it's not just conservatives who don't like this bill. The American people, when they find out what's in it, and that's going to take a while because we just got it 12 hours ago. We vote on it here in a few hours, and it's 2,200 pages that fund sanctuary cities, fund Planned Parenthood, restricts Second Amendment liberties, and grows the government. A $1.3 trillion price tag on this legislation, which will lead to a $1 trillion deficit, he added. Now, I don't think the American people said, oh, let's put Republicans in control of Congress to do a bill like this. This may be the worst bill I have seen in my time in Congress, the worst bill our leadership has ever allowed to come to the floor, Jordan argued. Let's just take a listen to it instead of repeating it, but boy, this sounds terrible.
Congress out racing to avoid a third government shutdown, with the House poised to vote on a $1.3 trillion spending bill. But conservatives, in many cases, not happy, including our next guest. He's steamed. I just talked to him, GOP Congressman of Ohio, Jim Jordan. Congressman, why aren't you happy with this bill specifically? Is it the price tag or what you're spending it on?
It's, well, both. I mean, and it's not even close to what we told the American people we were going to do. So it's not just conservatives who don't like this bill. The American people, when they find out what's in it, and that's going to take a while, because we just got it 12 hours ago. We're going to vote on it here in a few hours, and it's 2,200 pages that funds sanctuary cities, funds Planned Parenthood, restricts Second Amendment liberties, and grows the government at a $1.3 trillion price tag on this legislation, which will lead to a $1 trillion deficit. Now, I don't think the American people said, oh, let's put Republicans in control of Congress to do a bill like this. This may be the worst bill I have seen in my time in Congress, the worst bill our leadership's ever allowed to come to the floor.
Well, they're doing it not because they want to do it, because they have to compromise with Democrats who have a totally different feeling about spending than you do.
Yeah, but Brian, the American people didn't elect Democrats to control the United States Congress. They elected Republicans. I don't think we told the voters when we were running for the job and they gave us the privilege to come here and serve that we were going to continue to fund Planned Parenthood, we were going to restrict Second Amendment liberties, let some bureaucrats take away your Second Amendment rights, not a court of law. I don't think they said we were going to fund this gateway earmark boondoggle project and not fund the border wall. I mean, the one thing we don't fund is the one issue we all campaigned on, a border security wall, and that is not in the legislation. So it can't get any worse than this bill. We should stop. we should go back to the drawing board. If we have to do a short-term funding bill, do that, but go back and do something consistent with what the voters elected us to do.
You know, General Mattis has said the Defense Department is suffering big time with these continuing funding bills. And he says, you guys do give in this bill, I'm sure you're happy about this, everything Mattis wanted. So he gets his $80 billion. He's trying to get up to the levels he was before President Obama took office, and it's been stripped dry. So you're happy with the defense levels, you're just unhappy with the other levels.
Of course, because that's what the American people elected us to do. They want our troops to get the pay raise they deserve. They want our military to be the best, like they are, to continue to be the best and have what they need to defend this country. They don't want us to grow government. They don't want us to fund Planned Parenthood. They don't want us to restrict their Second Amendment liberties. They don't want us to give money for the Gateway Tunnel but not give money for the border wall. They don't want those things. So we were so close to winning this.
But you're right, and there was a shutdown before, and it was DACA against this, and you guys won that. But if this is pure spending, the president and the GOP look like they can't govern because, as you know, it's 60 votes in the Senate, and they're not going to change that.
No, Brian, we can have the debate, take the debate to the American people and say, we're going to fund our troops. In fact, we're ready to do this. Chuck Schumer shut the government down a couple months ago. A few weeks later, we sent him a bill that funded the troops for the entire year and give them the pay raise they needed and held the line on everything else. And instead of just having that debate and winning that debate, right after Chuck Schumer had been embarrassed because he shut down the government, we did what Washington always does. We did the convenient thing. We just increased spending for everything. And now we're taking that increased spending levels that were set a few weeks ago, and we're funding things like Planned Parenthood, continuing to fund Obamacare, continuing to use money to take away people's Second Amendment liberties without getting their day in court. That should never happen in this country. And that's why this bill is so bad. You're going to see lots of conservatives vote against it because it's not what the American people want.
10 seconds. Why is the president supporting it?
It's the only bill they put in front of him. Put a good bill in front of the president. He'd support that too. I know he would. So let's put good legislation in front. Let's not bring the worst bill I have seen in my 10 years in Congress to the floor of the House today. Let's put something good in front of the president that's consistent with what the American people elected us to do.
Congressman Jim Jordan, not optimistic, not going to be signing this omnibus bill. Congressman, thanks for joining us this morning.
You bet.
Well, I could not agree more with Representative Jim Jordan. Why on earth would the voters who put Republicans in control of Congress want such a debauchery of a spending bill? There is no justification for the funding of sanctuary cities or Planned Parenthood, in my opinion. Until the GOP can muster the guts to tell Democrats that there won't be any compromise, they will continue to be the party of no achievement. In my opinion, they are all riding the coattails of President Donald Trump and hoping that they don't get hammered in the midterms for this idiotic spending bill. Well, there you go. Have traitor Paul Ryan. Nothing but a traitor. Doesn't stick up for what the people elected him. A rhino, that's it. In name only. He's a Republican in name only. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.